everyone, and welcome back to a Walking Dead podcast by The Verdicts In. I'm your host, Nicole.
I'm Gary.
And we are here to talk about the season finale. You know, about 6-7 months later, or I don't know how long since the last episode aired, but we finally got the season finale of The Walking Dead, season 10, episode 16.
Sometimes you gotta let it cook.
Yeah, you gotta let it cook a little.
Gotta let it stew a little bit.
Yeah.
This episode was falling off the bone.
Okay, it was falling off the bone. I like that. So you like the episode then, I'm guessing?
Yeah, it was good.
It's good. Yeah, I will say, you know, I didn't miss The Walking Dead during the break, and then when it was announced that it was coming back, I was like, okay. And then when it was like the Sunday before, like a few days before that Sunday, I got excited, and then Sunday night I got excited, and I did watch it live, and I was excited for it to be back, but then I realized that I guess I'm starting to feel the same way I was feeling, I think, earlier in the season, or I think we enjoyed season 9, but I'm done with The Walking Dead, and I'm glad that they announced that the series is going to end, I believe, in season 11. So
I'm just gonna be honest with you. I forgot all about this show. On Sunday when you told me it's on.
The Walking Dead's on. What's that? That show still come on?
Yeah, it snuck up on me.
Yeah. And you know what? I think it's just our attention span. And there's so much on TV, especially with everyone being home because of the pandemic and everything. You know, it's hard to kind of keep people focused, or at least myself, for that long. Like right now, we're watching, well, I know I'm enjoying The Boys more than you are. Like, that's my thing. You know, and they're only in season 2, and that's my show I'm into right now. So I feel like every few years there's another show, and this one is cool. I'm going to stick with it. I'm glad they announced there's only one more season, because I'm like, okay, cool. I want to see it through. But it's not like I'm sad. Sometimes you hear shows ending and you're like, no, why? But I didn't get that feeling when they announced it.
Yeah, I think it ran its course.
Yeah, definitely did.
We done seen it all, done it all.
Everything.
You know,
carnivores, people wearing
everything.
I mean, everything they can think of.
Yeah, we traveled.
And then it kind of becomes, someone I saw on Twitter, they're like, it's weird that like The Walking Dead is like, you get a sense of normalcy from The Walking Dead. And so I think that's what it was, a fresh breath air. Like, okay, The Walking Dead's on, you know, and life is normal again. But at this point, it's just, I'm glad that it's over. And I'm glad that like the whispers are gone as well, because I'm so done with them.
Are they?
They better be. Oh, Gary was making jokes saying that when they knocked the walkers over, that
they knocked the orange, Chattahoochee.
Yeah, they're gonna end up in Atlanta somewhere.
Yeah,
they're gonna be back.
Yeah, that was selfish. Look at them, threw them in the water to be somebody else's problem.
No, because you know the walkers, they're gonna break their legs. So even if they like are alive and like their heads don't get smashed. Even if they're alive, their bones are going to be broken, so they're not going to be able to walk. They're going to be like crawling walkers.
They fell into the water.
No, do you think there was water there?
Yeah. They fell into the river.
Oh, well, you can still break your bones.
And that's why I said they're about to be somebody else's problem.
That's interesting.
They're about to float right on to Atlanta.
We'll see.
Disrupt our protesting.
Yeah. We'll see. All right, so let's get into it. As you guys recall, hopefully you do still remember how the podcast works. We discuss our likes, our dislikes, and then any listener letters that we have. Remember, hit us up, dead@theverdictsin.com. And then we have the I ain't fearing shit and most likely to die, which, you know, I haven't even said those words in so long. Most likely to die or I ain't fearing shit. So, yeah, it's always exciting talking about The Walking Dead. All right, here we go. I don't think it's going to be a long one because I don't think we have much dislike, surprisingly. All right, starting off. I liked when at the beginning they showed Maggie reading the letter, and they clearly told her like everything in the letter. Like, as if you saw what it said, it was like there's people walking around with walker faces, and you know Tara is dead, Enid's dead. It was like naming everyone that's dead, which is so sad if you think about it, because Enid was like, wasn't she like Maggie's little helper? Maggie was raising her, right?
Yeah.
Because remember, she ran away from home or whatever. Like when Maggie and Maggie's husband.
Like if Maggie was the new governor.
What What was Maggie's husband's name?
I think she was her assistant.
Yo, I forgot Maggie's husband's name. The one that died. The one that was killed. Like, it's just a blank. They did him so wrong, too. Damn. That's sad. I can't
That is sad.
I can't think of his name. I can't think of it for the life of me. I want to say it's, nah, I don't have nothing.
I'm saying it started with a J. Is that familiar?
I feel like it starts with an A. Some reason I want to say Alex, but I know that's not right.
No, that's not right.
Yeah.
Because is it Alex Aarons?
Oh, man. No. Can't think of it. Well, it's going to hit me. Watch in the middle of the song, be like, oh, that's his name.
Man,
it's at the tip of my tongue.
You had your phone in your hand.
Yeah, I do. Okay, let me see. Maggie's husband.
Oh, it came to me.
What is it?
But then it left.
Give me a second.
And as soon as you say it, everything's going to come back.
Mm-hmm. Glenn.
Oh, wow.
R.I.P. Glenn, we never meant to disrespect you like that.
I think I was closer.
Yeah, I don't know where I got Alex from there.
Is it J a little closer?
I don't know. It start with a G. All right. Next on there. Don't judge us for that one, y'all. All right, Luke flirting. You know, remember he went to a whole different town to remember because he had a boo thing over there. Someone he was trying to get close with.
Yeah, he changed locations. Just
just
it happens.
Love. Yeah.
You know, when you find love,
definitely
you uproot.
Yeah,
your whole life.
This is how I ended in Atlanta.
Oh, true.
So, but he's flirting with her, rubbing. It's almost like romantic, but weird. Like, instead of rubbing her back with lotion or oil, he's rubbing it with Walker blood, and she's like, "Get my back." And it was it could have been turned into a sexy porn scene if they wanted to. Like, where do you want me to put it? It was like, put it on my back.
No, I don't think so.
Put it on my back. Nah, I thought it was cute though that they were flirting.
I hope nobody's into zombie porn.
I'm pretty sure there's zombie porn out there.
There can't be. No.
There has to be. I'm pretty sure there's a Walking Dead porn.
You think so?
I promise you there is. I don't want to search that shit on my phone. Next thing you know, I'm be getting ads for that. But I'm pretty sure there is. There has to be. I mean, that's a missed opportunity. If there's not already. All right. The group going back to the old trick, which I was just talking about, was, putting the Walker blood on them and walking among the dead and the whispers. So it was kind of an elevated elevated task this time, because it's not just them and walkers, it's them and walkers and people pretending to be walkers.
Whispers, yes.
Yeah. So I like that. I like seeing that. And I was so scared people were going to freak out. Sorry. But no one freaked out. No one screamed and, freaked out. Like
last time.
Yeah.
And it was a good callback.
Yeah, definitely.
And we see people doing it all the time. You know, it wasn't like it was the first time when they had, who was walking through it?
It was Rick and Glenn.
No, Glenn wasn't there.
Yeah, the first time?
No. I mean, when it was Rick.
Oh, and Alexandria.
Was it Alexandria?
Yeah, because Rick's girlfriend, her kids died.
Yeah.
Carl got shot in the eye.
So, that was a scary moment.
Yeah.
This right here wasn't so scary because we see the whispers walk amongst them all the time now.
Right. Next, is the team shooting the whispers from the building. I like them, seeing them shoot, right before whisper, boom, we got you.
What's up with the plaid shirts?
Everyone has plaid shirts on. Is that the camouflage here in this show? Because everyone has has the plaid on.
Yeah, all the whispers.
Yeah. Is that how they identify each other then?
Probably.
Because then for a moment I was like, oh, our team should all wear a certain color or something. But then I was like, oh, but then the whispers would have started recognizing that that's them. So I guess they already had that uniform down pat. All right, so the music playing to direct the whispers or the walkers, I liked that. That was a pleasant surprise.
Did you look it up?
The music?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I tweeted Sunday night because the only reason I know that song is from 13 Going on 30.
Yeah, but who is that?
That's the song that the little boy dances to at the party. Let me look it up. All right, fun fact. The song is called Burning Down the House. It's from 1983 from an album called Speaking in Tongues. They really did everything on the nose here. By Talking Heads is the name of the group.
Okay.
Yeah. So
the name of the group is Talking Heads.
Talking Heads.
We've seen Talking Heads.
Speaking in Tongues.
Speaking in Tongues. Okay.
And Burning Down the House was the name of the song. It was perfect.
It was.
I thought of 13 going on 30 when the little boy was dancing at the house party and she's like, don't embarrass me. You remember he was like, yeah. I don't know, remember he's like the only one dancing at the party and he was having a ball and everyone else was like trying to act like they were too cool to dance. All right, good movie, go watch it. Next is Maggie and Struggle Braids. I don't know if it's really Struggle Braids, but we were watching.
What if that it was? Yo, what if it is?
Gary's like, that's Struggle Braids, yo.
What if that's Struggle Braids?
On, yeah. Because it's obviously somebody if they're keeping his face from us.
Yeah.
It is my opinion.
He haven't signed that contract just yet?
Yeah, he hasn't signed the contract just yet.
They're still in negotiations.
They have to bring him back, even though at the same time, I'm okay with loose ends. I don't like it when a show, everything has like perfect, like close, ending scenes and everything. I'm okay with loose ends, but like it'd be so cool if it was Struggle Braids.
I need to find out what happened to him.
Yeah, definitely. Or he could be a stormtrooper, for all we know. We'll see. But we're just going to call him Struggle Braids for now. But they saved Gabriel because Gabriel was about to die and he was okay with it. When the Whispers came and knocked down everything and,
Oh, you said he saved Gabriel?
Yeah, they saved Gabriel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then we have the group killing the Whispers inside the herd. Like once they realize, okay, we don't have the music anymore. We're just going to have to go back into the herd and take them out one by one.
Yeah, that was a dope scene.
Yeah, like slitting their throats. Like it was amazing.
I think the best part about it were them disappearing in the crowd.
Yeah.
After they stabbed them or slit their throat, they just took a step back or just ninja vanished.
Yep. Yeah, I like that.
It was a cool scene.
Yeah. Okay, Daryl getting to kill Beta was so badass because when Beta and Negan start fighting, I was like, oh, okay, they're going to have Negan kill Beta. Then I'm like, Negan's a big guy. Like, he's pretty tall. But to see him get flung and swung down like a little ant.
Beta is a huge guy.
Beta is huge. Negan looked like a little ant on the floor.
Look like his son.
Right. And you can tell Negan was literally about to die. And I'm so surprised that Daryl didn't like do some evil shit and like let Beta kill Negan and then immediately take out Beta.
Oh.
But he saved Negan.
That would have been cool.
That would have been really cool. But he saved Negan and him killing Beta was pretty cool. I guess I'll talk about it now since we're at this scene.
You know what? Beta died a little too easy for me.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. I didn't like how Beta was like, they did the flashbacks. Like, who gives a fuck? We don't need to see flashbacks of Beta like we cared about his life. And then like his hands out, like, come to me, my children. Like, that like, come to me, like, this is how he wanted to die moment. And it was just too much. It was like, no, he needs to scream. He was
hallucinating the whole time.
Everyone else, yeah. He might have been on some drugs.
Might have been just dehydrated.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been walking for days.
Yeah, that's true.
Whispering.
He might have been taking some of Carol's medicine.
So, his throat was parched. All that whispering he was doing.
Whispering and no drinking. They can't drink no water or anything. So, but I also like Daryl calling him nobody when Negan was about to say, hey, ain't that dumbass or ain't that, asshole. Daryl's like, nah, he nobody. We're not even going to give him the dignity. We're not going to fan over him, nothing. So I do wonder who he was.
Too late for the autograph.
Yeah. And then we have the walkers jumping off a cliff. Pretty cool. But as you're mentioning now, they could be becoming somebody else's problem later. So that's not good. But I think, to me, them jumping off the cliff was their doom. I mean, it says a certain doom is the name of the episode.
I mean, you got to go. You got to go.
Yeah.
Got to get rid of them somehow.
They can't be our problem no more. They own somebody else's problem now. All right. Maggie reuniting with everyone. I liked it. Like her reuniting with Judith and, but the biggest question is what will happen when she sees Negan? Because they were all in the same little area, but you didn't see her see Negan yet. But will she just kill him? I mean, I would love for her just to kill him on sight. Like, not saying I'm wishing for Negan's death, but like I want her to keep that energy up.
You know what? I'm kind of over Maggie. I wasn't even excited to see her. Were you?
No. Actually, for a minute, I had to look closer and go, who is she? Like, she looks familiar. And then I was like, oh, that's Maggie.
Yeah.
But Maggie's an original cast, so I'm never going to do original castmate like that, like I just did Glenn. So, well, she's not original cast, but she's
close enough.
Close enough. So, I always support original cast or close enough to be back in the series. I was missing Michonne this week. I'll tell you that. I kept saying, where the hell's Michonne at? Then I was like, oh yeah, they had her on that dummy mission last season. Yeah. So.
And her friend is back.
Who?
The guy on the horse.
Crazy guys, yeah.
Crazy guy. Virgil, yeah. Crazy man.
Virgil. I got him on a list. He's coming up, actually. All right, we got a few more likes, maybe 4 or 5. Daryl forgiving Carol for the millionth time. I wasn't sure if this was a like, but I asked you, I was like, is this a like? And you're like, yeah, it's a like.
Yeah.
But she's like that toxic friend that you have to keep forgiving. It's like, it's not going to be the last time he has to forgive her.
I mean, she's just like that. And I hate to say this, but she's like that person that went to rehab, came back and said, yeah, I'll never do that again. And then 2 weeks later, back in rehab.
You know what?
They come back and say, man, I left rehab early, man. I'm better now. I didn't need to finish that up.
I'm kind of mad that we don't see more alcoholics or drug addicts in this show. Like, that should be, like, there should be several people that you see them and they're like, fuck, you can't be doing that. We're fighting. Like, because that, to me, is to be more real. I mean, people do drugs and alcohol in a normal world. You're telling me they wouldn't be doing that shit during The Walking Dead? Come on.
Well, I mean, first you have to find a supplier. And, there's nobody. I mean, you have to, what's the currency?
Yeah. They kind of did that on Fear for a little bit. Remember they were remember they went to that place and they were doing they had a barter system and it seemed like it was a place that had drugs and stuff.
They did have drugs.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe they have it in this world, just not here because they're always fighting.
Well, they have it in this world, but that was more on, was that in California?
I think they were either in California.
They were in Mexico.
Mexico, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get the best.
I tried to go back to Fear like a few weeks ago. I was like, let me catch up before the new season comes on.
Couldn't do it.
I put it over a few minutes. I was like, man, I ain't watching this shit.
Walk our body slam somebody.
I'm gonna try it again. But I was just like, nah, I ain't feeling it. I will say real quickly before we get off subject, or while we're off subject, is that I did watch most of the new series, the Beyond, I don't even know what it's called, whatever the new Walking Dead series is, with the young kids. I liked it. So far, I liked it. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I think I was like, it's late. I'm going to turn it off. It was Sunday night when it came on.
I don't know if I'm in to watch stuff with young kids anymore.
They're not that young. They're like
some Friday the 13th type stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they're like teenagers, young adults, type of kids. They're not like little kids. Like, they're not like in 5th grade or anything.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about like Friday the 13th. Not Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the kids, they were in high school, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Now we have these high school kids and they're having nightmares while they're awake.
Right. Well, so far I didn't watch the whole episode. I watched enough to say that, yeah, I think I might like it. So I'll probably watch it sometime soon, though. All right, 4 more. Connie is alive.
Oh, that's a big like.
Big like, yep.
And I know Daryl's going to love that.
Well, here's the kicker. It's a 2-parter. Connie's alive is a like, but will they find out that she's alive? Because as you mentioned, Virgil found her, aka Misery, I'm your biggest fan type, psycho. Like, he's like the type that would like take Connie to a deserted cabin and like just keep her there for no fucking reason. Like, he's crazy. So I don't know what will happen between him and Connie.
You're right.
Or she even has her memory, and does he even know who she is? Did he ever meet her? I can't remember.
I think so.
So who knows? Like, does she have her memory?
I think she was at Oceanside.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember, that was one of the episodes where they were training. Michonne was there. You had your new crush. What's the guy with the ponytail?
Luke.
Luke was there.
How's Luke my new crush? Luke just seems like a nice guy. That's all I was saying. He's a nice guy. He seems funny. He always has the blazer on and the ponytail on. So he's kind of like business casual. I like it. I like him. We forgot. I don't know if it's a like or just like the lady dying from the walkers.
Man, that was a love. Not her dying, but Carol just got the hell on.
Carol had to be Carol.
Didn't look back. Nothing.
Until she was far away from that shit. She was like, I ain't looking back. It reminded me of when that little boy, like from that we were just talking about from the 5th season, like I think when she threatened him, I don't know, something about her look on her face reminding me of when he died. You know, where like you can't help him, you can't save him. All right, 3 more, just real quickly actually. No secret code. That's Princess when she's like, y'all got a secret code or something. Then Eugene just yells out, and she's like, okay, no secret code then. She's the best part of the show.
Yeah, she is. But, you know, I'm getting tired of Eugene. Oh, catfish Eugene. I'm getting tired of him.
Why you going with catfish?
Eugene's a catfish.
How's he catfish?
And now he got catfished.
Did he send a picture of Rick to her? He mailed a picture of Rick.
No, he's a living catfish.
Is he a living cat? Oh, because he's lying. He still be lying about, like, he be acting like he know more than he know.
Yeah, he be lying about everything.
He knows more than he knows. He knows shit, right?
Yeah, he was getting protected when we met him. That was right. He was getting protected.
That's true. He sure enough was. Damn. Shout out to Abraham.
Yeah. R.I.P. They thought he was more than what he was. You know, he's a liar.
Yeah.
This dude switched sides.
Yes.
Made bullets for the enemies.
Right. And still haven't made bullets from them. Where are the bullets? Where are the bullets? That's the big question here. They're over here with bow and arrows and stuff.
Eugene is a catfish that got catfished.
Well, then I also like when Princess said, man, Eugene, you're a horny dude. Like, you came all this way for the pee. And then now you got catfish. She ain't even here.
And you still looking for her.
You still looking. You're like, yeah, we going to keep looking, though. We going to find someone. We going to do the right thing. That's what he was saying, but who knows. All right, and then final like is the stormtroopers coming out. I'm like, who are these people with this gear? Like, this is a professional ass gear. This ain't the Kingdom gear where they put that stuff together. Their gear was like clean and everything, you know? Like, it was made in a warehouse. It was made somewhere in a manufacturing plant.
It's a cosplay group. For real. Cosplay group.
It's a cosplay group that said, fuck it, we gonna do this shit for real.
Yeah.
So, yeah, interested to see.
But that's a crazy setup. It is when a girl call you over. She must think you should get money. Oh yeah, come on over. I'm gonna get you some. They have our real boyfriend ready to rob them.
That's the equivalent. What happened? Oh, she was like, "What y'all got?"
Yo, for real.
Yeah.
Set Eugene up.
Mm-hmm. All right, only 2 dislikes. Probably had more than that, but mainly the 2 that came out was like, okay, so at the beginning of the episode, we see Lydia and Carol. They're having some deep talk about, like, you know, this is like literally in the middle of the war. And I just didn't really like that because it was like, hold on. Why are you guys having this conversation now? Literally, people are trying to break in. There's a herd of walkers out there.
Yeah, that same conversation the last 3 episodes.
It's like, how many times have you had this, you know, we both loved, you know, whatever the boy's name was. We both loved him. And, you know, I know that you were his mom. And I was like, and, you know, I know my mom killed your son. And, like, we've had this conversation so many times. And I don't want to see them have another freaking conversation like this again, especially in the middle of a freaking war.
Yeah, I don't want to see them bond anymore.
No more. It's a weird bonding, too. So it's like Carol hates her, but then, like, feels to protect her. And then she's like, Carol, I don't want you to be my mom. You know, it's going to be something different. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You know what? I think they need each other. You know, they're the only 2 people in the AA meetings. They just need each other. They rub off on each other.
Yeah.
Need to explain themselves every time they see each other.
I know. So see what happened was... Well, she's also close with Negan. She's close with everybody. Everyone's starting to like her.
Yeah.
Daryl likes her. Negan likes her. Carol likes her. She got a little team behind her. All right. And then final is, I already kind of mentioned it, like that they should have... no, this was mainly about Beta. Like, when they were shooting everyone from the buildings that I was talking about that I didn't like that, like, as big as Beta is, how was he not the first one taken out? Like... Not everyone has to have this big grand death. Like, they could have been like, oh shit, there goes Beta, and boom.
Yeah, he should have been the first person they saw.
Yeah, like it's big
he towers over everyone.
And he had like a big old leather coat on.
Yeah, that leather coat.
I'm like, come on.
He have a clean leather coat too.
Yeah. So that's one thing I just kind of don't like as far as like giving all these, like certain people these big deaths. It's just not always needed. All right. Well, that is
one thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
One thing I dislike about the Walking Dead walkers is that, like, as soon as the music stopped playing, they turned around. Like, why?
Right. Well, I think because the whispers, quote unquote, like, got them to turn around.
No, it's like as soon as the music stopped, they just instantly just turn around like, nothing's here.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't like that.
I will say they still keep doing a good job with making these walkers look scary, though, and gross. Like, I saw the look on some of these walkers' face. I was impressed. I will say that.
Like the teeth and everything.
Right.
Crazy.
All right, so if you guys would like to be part of the podcast, definitely hit us up. We would love to hear from you. I believe there's going to be some bonus episodes, so we'll see when those air. I didn't really check ahead of time, but we'll definitely cover those bonus episodes. And then we'll be that back, of course, for season 11 as well. So I don't know. It doesn't sound like, based on what Gary's saying as far as tired of Walking Dead, I don't think we're going to be covering the new series. And for a minute, I thought we would, but, as time has gone on, I don't know if I'll be watching it consistently enough to cover it. And I'm sure you're feeling the same way.
I feel the same.
But I'm pretty sure there's going to be some other podcasts out there that are definitely covering it. So check those people out. All right. So we have an email today from Chantel.
Hey, Chantel.
Hey, Chantel. And she wrote, "Hey, Nicole and Gary. I'm so excited to hear the two of you discuss the long-awaited finale. Not because it was a phenomenal episode. It fell kind of flat. It fell kind of flat in parts, honestly. But because we get to hear your voices on our favorite Walking Dead recap pod." Oh, okay. She goes, "I'm pushing the deadline here." Nope, you're good. So here's her notes. The red shirts. Chantel always has her emails all nicely set up. I'm already loving it. She goes, "The Walking Dead is known for killing off unimportant characters, and this episode gave us that, but with a twist. I knew when I saw Beatrice, Luke's girlfriend, and smart mouth little girl from Oceanside, Birdie, the little black lady, or the black lady who's been riding with Maggie since the beginning of Hilltop. I don't know which lady that was. And the teenage Hilltop boy and Scott, that we were going to lose a few ancillary characters. But we really only lost one of them, Beatrice."
Yeah.
Okay, now Beatrice, she's recognizable. Like, you recognize her face.
Right.
So was it sad? No, but it was almost like, it was sad because no one should die like that. That's a gruesome death. But, she's not a big name. You're not going to be like, "Oh my gosh, I miss Beatrice."
She's right. She's a red shirt.
Yeah. "Looks like Scott and Birdie will live to see another day. Although since Virgil is presumably on his way, I think one of their days has to be numbered. We can't have Scott." I can't even finish her sentence. Okay. She said, "We can't have Scott, Virgil, Gabriel, Ezekiel, Nabila, and Birdie on the show at the same time. LOL. Don't forget about Kelly and Connie," because I'm assuming she's talking about all the black characters. Okay, Scott's the one that we talked about that has that speaking role now.
Right.
That's old girl's husband from
Sasha.
the show. Yeah, Sasha's husband. They ain't getting rid of Virgil because, to me, Virgil's a really phenomenal actor. Hopefully they give him something good to work with, and I see him being on the show. Now, Gabriel, yes, we know Gabriel for so long, but I'm okay. I don't want to say I wish him death, but like if I had to have one go, it'd be Gabriel to go, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah. Out of the names she just listed, Scott, Virgil, Gabriel, Ezekiel, Nabila, and Birdie. I don't know who this Birdie is, though. I think I know. I don't know. I'm not sure if I know who Birdie is. But Scott, no, we like seeing Scott every week. Virgil, like I just said, they just brought him on. Gabriel, how sick can you be? He's a family man.
I think we just like to see if Scott's in the speaking role.
Yeah, we always like, Scott got to speak this week. That's what's up.
We've been waiting forever.
Yeah.
Scott give the head nod. He get a smile. We knew the speaking was coming.
Right. We have Nabila, family lady. That's Gabriel's wife. And then Birdie, I don't know who she is. I kind of feel like I might know who she is, but...
You know who Birdie is.
Yeah. But we can't let her go either. So, we just can't. So, I'm going to say Gabriel is my one to go, if they do.
I can't let Gabe go.
they've been like teasing his death so many seasons now. It's like, come on, how many near deaths are you gonna have?
He already lost an eye. That's not enough.
Yeah. I just hate that he still wears that uniform.
I think his character has grown.
Yeah.
He used to be so scary.
But then why is he still wearing the pastor uniform?
Remember, he killed his whole congregation.
Realistic. He did. And that's why he doesn't even deserve to wear that uniform. Like, come on, dude.
He repented.
Okay. I guess so. All right, she continues. Eugene and crew. Did I miss something? How did Eugene crash the bike? How fast was he going on that bike that the bike was totaled? It looked like he'd been hit by a car. I feel like something was cut in the editing process that shouldn't have been. I'm there with you because Gary asked that too. He's like, what happened to Eugene? I said, I think he fell from the bike. I'm not really sure. Because I was on Twitter and I saw people saying like, oh, Eugene, it's okay, you fell. And then I was like, maybe it happened in the season finale and I just don't remember it. So now that you're saying, I think they edited something out too.
It looked like it was, I don't know, like more than a bike fall.
Yeah, definitely more than a bike fall, which is also a reminder to wear your helmets because if that can happen in a bike fall, damn.
When I saw the tank rolled over, or the car, truck, the Jeep, whatever, I was like, whoa, they stole a Jeep. Stole the Jeep and crashed it. Yeah. Eugene's the only one that got hurt.
All right, well, she says, I love Ezekiel. His little speech was great. He hasn't completely dropped the Shakespearean speech patterns, but you can definitely hear a bit of homeboy in his voice now. It's kind of attractive. Also, he looks well. Could it be that the stormtroopers who they encountered at the end of the episode have the means to treat his cancer?
Oh, hopefully.
I wouldn't mind him sticking around for a while. I mean, it's possible. If they have that gear, the gear is like super clean. They obviously had guns. I love that they told Princess, girl, you got one more time. We're going to tell you one more time to put that weapon down.
Well, you're going to find out that it's the trash people.
Man, it might not be the trash people to point to. So I'm actually kind of excited.
They had to relocate.
I'm excited to see these people. Are they like, it seems like maybe they have a little regular society going on. So we'll see. Treating his cancer, I don't know. I mean, I don't know that. We'll see. It'd be nice for Ezekiel to stay and find love again. I want him to find love and like rub it in Carol's face. All right, Lydia. I just feel so sad for her. The actress tugs at my heart. Carol's advice to her was really deep. She told her just to be herself and find her own way. If anyone knows about the importance of doing that, is Carol. She was a victim of abuse, and once free from her abuser, she allowed herself to find her own way to live and survive and become an abuser herself, when you think about it. I added that part in. Now, she has been a hot mess lately, but that doesn't negate the fact that she has evolved. And I believe Carol will find her own way again, too. And Lydia may be the one to help her do so. They can sort of heal together.
I don't know. I don't know if we could keep, talking about Carol's abuse. Like,
you mean like to this day?
Yeah, to this day. That was like in her past life. I don't want that to always define her, when we speak of her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's been through so much, done so much. She's been a leader. She almost got us killed a couple of times.
Yeah. She's
been suicidal. I mean, there's so many other things that's happened to her so far. So I don't, I know every time we talk about her, the evolution of Carol, right. We always go back to the abuse. But I don't want to give that dude that much power. I'm talking about her abuser.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I mean, sometimes, especially, when you hear about Carol or whatever, different people that have been abused in the past, like, I would hate to be like sometimes when they talk about Rihanna, they still bring up the whole Chris Brown. Like, Rihanna has accomplished so much. She doesn't want her name tied to that person every time someone's talking about her. Like, right. You know what I mean? It's something that happened to her in her past, but she doesn't want that, like, in her autobiography or, well, I guess it might be in her autobiography, but she doesn't want that when, like, discussing the success that she's had. So
yeah, she don't want him attached to her.
Right. He doesn't deserve to be. And right. Neither does Carol's, like, sucky ass ex-husband or whatever either. So she's been through so much and survived so much. She doesn't want to. Yeah. So I agree. I agree with that too.
I think she has rewritten her story.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Definitely. Okay. Burning down the house. This was a great far-fetched plan, and I'm not gonna lie. Burning down the house is a cut. It has been in my head all week. I couldn't help but think of Thriller when they filmed the walkers following the wagon. And Luke was clearly enjoying the music. Yes, he was. I saw Luke dancing. Luke is just he's a good character. He's just like, like a good personality, person to be around, spirit,
One thing about those extras that were the walkers, man, I saw some nice shoes up in there. For real. When they were walking off the cliff, I'm like, woo.
They're like, bring your own clothes.
Those Air Max.
We will do the makeup, but you wear whatever you have, what you have.
If that walker just got finished looting or something. Got finished shopping.
I hate that the Whisperers were able to ultimately overtake the wagon, but I did appreciate the additional tension that created. Yeah, I like that scene. But I was mad that the wagon broke so easily and everything like that.
I didn't care too much for that scene because we always see when somebody make a quick movement, they get attacked. But now we have people holding walkers hostage. They you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, they're using the walkers as a shield, just walking through it.
And I'm like, how did the walkers not attack them for when they were doing that?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did the walkers... Well, we saw the walkers rip limbs off people.
Right.
So you telling me some people could walk up behind a walker and just overpower them.
Right. And then no other walkers notice and start trying to fight them or,
Right. I mean, we saw the walker this episode rip somebody's rib cage out.
Yeah.
These walkers are strong.
Yeah, they
are. You're not just going to go up and manhandle no walker. They just not going to allow you to hold them hostage.
I agree.
They're not going to be no human shield or a walker shield. So I didn't like that part.
All right, she has Gabriel. Holy shit. I thought it was it for him. If for no other reason than they did their usual building him up and showing his importance throughout the episode, calling out orders, handing out supplies, comforting the children. I thought this would be his last stand. My note literally says, OMG, Gabriel. Is this really how it ends? And I was genuinely sad. And I was so relieved when weird masked dude burst in at the last minute. That type of save oftentimes annoys me, but I was so damn grateful. And how gorgeous did Maggie look? Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's what I thought he was going to die, and I was technically okay with it. And then as far as... Why? Because the same reasons that... Oh, okay, no. Oh, but so then you were okay with... Oh, you weren't okay with it if he died.
Right.
Okay. And then Maggie's always been pretty. She's always just looks pretty and naturally just like, I'm Maggie and I'm pretty. I don't know. So, I like Maggie. I have no complaints about Maggie. I think there was a little time where we hated Maggie for a little bit, I think. Can't recall.
I don't think we ever hated her.
It was Rosita then. It was Rosita and Sasha for a minute.
Yeah, Rosita. My goodness.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know.
It's been so many seasons. Yeah, she was just so angry at one point.
Yes. Like, how do you keep that anger in all the time?
I think she was angry about a guy she just met.
Abraham.
Oh, Abraham, yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, remember, she lost 2 boyfriends. She had Bob, who went out like a G.
Man, Bob was an alcoholic.
Hey, man, Bob was the only real character.
I'm surprised Bob lasted as long as he lasted.
Bob was the only real character.
When they went to the store for supplies, this dude stole booze.
Well, not steal booze.
But that was the supplies he went in there for.
He went in you could get the booze as while you're getting the supplies. It was no big deal. They made it a big deal back then.
Have you ever smelled a wino?
Yes.
So picture that smell in The Walking Dead where, they already smelling bad because they're not showering and stuff, days at a time, musk. Now picture that wino smell on top of that.
Yeah.
That's Bob.
No. No one ever said, and they didn't even know he was a wino, so he obviously was keeping that to himself. Like he obviously had it under control.
Sasha knew.
This was before him and Sasha hooked up.
I said she knew.
Man, anywho.
We gave her that Henny. The Henny did.
Oh my gosh.
Damn alcoholic.
I'm going to go ahead and continue.
But hold on. But Abraham, she didn't know Abraham that long.
No, yeah, like her and Abraham came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere.
They went on a mission and had to spend one night together. And then when they did, Abraham's like, I love you, girl. It was like, where'd that come from? She's like, you got to go handle that, though. He's like, I know. I'm like, where did that come from, yo? Y'all went on one mission together. I think, remember Abraham?
Well, you know.
Abraham, did, try to talk to her. Remember, and she was so mad, and she almost got Abraham, I think Abraham got slit, like like a cut.
Yeah.
So like there was a few times where but that was like the most they've ever hung out together when they went on that mission. So anyhow.
Right, it just came out of nowhere.
It did.
She had no reason to be that angry.
No, I thought you mentioned they had no reason to fall in love. Them falling in love was weird. All right. Beta. I mean, he was crazy. He was fanatical. He was humongous. And he needed to go. Given that the episode description said it was the final showdown in the Whisper War, I knew he was going to die, but I assumed he'd take someone with him. I thought for sure this would be how Negan died, and that Daryl would ultimately kill Beta. Instead, we get a tag team situation, understandably necessary given how huge Beta is. I'm glad Daryl got the kill shot, well stabbed, and I love the special effects. You can see the blades in Beta's mouth and the way he died with his arms outstretched. Crazy. All this kind of anticlimactic. What do you guys think?
It was crazy. Nicole didn't like it.
I didn't like the whole arm stretch out. Like, scream and start freaking out like anyone else who would get stabbed in their eyes, both their eyes. Like, come on.
Yo, he just pulled a knife right out his eyes.
Yeah, just.
He would have been dead.
Yeah.
The knife would have hit his brain or something. Something would have happened. I don't know. It just wasn't believable.
Yeah, his reaction.
But then again,
believable.
This is The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a cool scene.
Yeah, I liked it. And she goes, I wondered if Negan would say something when Beta's face was revealed, and he didn't disappoint me. Daryl's reaction didn't disappoint me either. Yeah, I like that. All right, she got a few burning questions. 6 to be exact. The episode fell flat due to the anticlimactic end of the villain, but it was also good. Do you think it feels this way because of the 6-month lag in between the penultimate episode and this one? Like if it had come when it was supposed to, would it hit differently? This is the second season in a row where the penultimate episode was more of a cliffhanger than the finale. I don't know.
I think they had time with this. They had time with it. So they probably, did a couple of scenes they cut out. Some they kept in. I think if it would have came right after, it would have hit different because there would have been more in it.
Yeah.
We would have actually seen the fall off the bike or ran over by the bike or whatever happened.
Right. They had a lot of time where they're editing. They're like, oh, you know what? Let's take this out. Or, let's do this. Like,
and I think the scene with Beta, it would have been a longer fight. Mm-hmm. Because Daryl, he didn't get no hits in on Daryl. Daryl came in, cut his leg. He turned around. Daryl stabbed him in the eyes.
Yeah. It'd have been cool if he fought Negan and Daryl at both, and they both kept like getting beat up and then coming. He would push one down, or and the other one would attack, and he'd have to push that one down.
But the reason they couldn't do that is because they wanted to build something else up. They wanted to build Patrick Gabriel up.
Yeah. They
wanted to build Catfish Eugene up. That little whole scene. If they would have cut some of that stuff out, like especially when Beta was kind of seeing a whisper, when he was hallucinating, they would have cut some of that out, or they could have cut a lot of that scene out.
Right.
Then they could have had a better battle.
I agree. All right, question number 2. Who the hell are those stormtroopers? Did old girl set Eugene up, or did they take her too?
Come on, she set him up.
Oh, I assumed she was part of the stormtroopers group. That's not her group?
Probably is.
I'm assuming that's her group, because remember, she was very secretive. She was very, very secretive, and that's probably why they didn't show up. What's the chances of these stormtroopers being in the exact same place that Eugene was supposed to meet somebody else at? So I'm assuming that this is her group. They have to first feel them out, hear what they're saying, see what they're like, and then come out.
Like I said before, Eugene came over and her real boyfriend came out.
We'll see.
Maybe Eugene emptied his pockets.
Question number 3. Does Maggie know that Negan is free? I cannot wait for that confrontation. Same. That's all I got to say. Same. Can't wait. And no, I don't know.
She should understand.
She should know that he's free by now. They put everything in the letter, so she might know that.
Well, she should understand because they needed all hands for this fight.
Right.
So if you see Negan out, I wonder if she's going to kill Negan.
She might be like, well, you guys, I still feel the same way. I can't stay as long as he's here.
Is Negan most likely to die?
We'll get to that in just a second. All right, question number 4. If they had snipers in the window, how did no one see Beta's Big old ass. Lydia was literally picking whispers out of the crowd, but didn't know 6'7" beta lumbering about. I already said that, girl. Yes, yeah, that's a fuck up. That's a fuck up because they wanted so bad to have this big death for Beta, but it was like realistically, it would make more sense if he just died randomly, literally in the crowd like that. That's what I would have loved.
Spot that shiny pleather jacket from anywhere. That pleather trench coat.
5. What was the point in making it look like Carol was in danger and then confirming that she was getting a spinoff? Oh shit, I forgot about that spinoff. You spoiled it for me, Chantel. No, I'm just joking. You didn't. Because I did see the other day that, like, I think Carol and Daryl, like, I'm done with the spinoffs. I might watch this new one that they're doing. Who knows? I may watch the Carol one. I don't know. But they basically confirmed Carol and Daryl's safety unless the spinoff takes place during the 6-year time jump after Rick's death. Now, that might be interesting. The Walking Dead keeps doing this. They don't have to acknowledge or confirm every spoiler and leak. They are shooting themselves in the foot.
Right.
Chantel, I agree. Because when they announced that, like, Michonne was leaving, but then the other day, I saw that, okay, Michonne actually may be coming back. I'm like, stop telling us that. I don't care how many rumors are floating out there. Just let them be rumors. Yeah. You don't have to confirm anything.
Just let her pop up.
Yeah.
Let her be the ninja.
And not only that, they're assuming that everyone reads or hears about these rumors. Not everyone's like online or on social media looking for. Some people literally just watch the show. So they're not always looking for all this information about like what's next on the show.
Hold up, Carol's getting a spinoff?
Yeah, now that Chantel said it, I do remember seeing something like that, like about Carol and Daryl. I don't think I'm interested.
You know what? A Carol and Daryl spinoff would just be The Walking Dead with Carol and Daryl scenes.
Yeah.
That's it. Same
and if
show.
It's going to be all sad and dreary, I don't want to watch it. Now, if they're out there having fun and laughing and making jokes.
Carol back in rehab.
Yeah, if it's sad, I ain't watching it.
Daryl forgiving her again.
Yeah. Nah, I'm good on that. All right, 6. Lord Jesus, Virgil has Connie. What is he going to do to her? Will he drug her? Yeah, these are questions. These are questions you have to ask about Virgil.
Oh, he definitely going to slip the Quaalude in her drink. Definitely. We know Virgil. We know Virgil got no Quaaludes.
That is so not funny. I should not be laughing on that. And she said, where did he find her? Why do we have to deal with him?
Oh, rapey Virgil.
We have not seen Virgil rape anybody. Let's not put that on him. But I mean,
he kidnapped a woman and drugged her.
He did kidnap Michonne and drug her. I mean, those are all the steps you take.
And then fed her to keep her healthy.
Yeah.
Come on now. If they're not rapey.
Yeah, it's very rapey.
Lured her there, talking about his family's there.
Yeah, he lied.
He lied.
As I said, he gonna be on some misery type shit. He gonna like have her in some cabin and act like it's just them two left in the world. She probably done lost her memory. You know how that goes. All right, one observation. Luke was looking kind of fly in his jacket and his man bun. Nice. Chantel, we always be. Yes, I said Luke with his little blazer, his man bun, his ponytail. I liked it. It's a good look on him. All right. She said, sorry, this email was so long. Nope, this was good. She mentions The World Beyond. Since I didn't watch all of it, I mean, I liked what I saw. And I watched maybe half the episode or a little bit more than half. But, but she says she thinks she needs to watch again because she wasn't impressed. After talking to my brother John, I think I may have dozed off or something because I missed a lot. Well, until next time, the verdict's in, family. And she has a message for you guys. Vote early, vote blue, know that you matter, and stay strong. Chantel. Thank you, Chantel.
Thanks,
I agree on all of that. So, appreciate you writing in as well. All right, Gary. That's the only email we got. So, thank you, Chantel. I appreciate that it was a nice long email because you're the only one that wrote in. So, we appreciate you taking the time to do that.
Yeah. She's the only one who realizes it's back like us.
Yeah. Other people are going to be like, they're going to see spoilers and I'm like, wait, why is Walking Dead trending? And they're like, oh, that shit's back. So hit us up, you guys. We'd love to hear from you. dead@theverdictsin.com. Whether you agree with us, disagree with us, or just like hate everything we're saying, tell us. You know, we may be missing something that, you know, love to hear your feedback. All right, Gary. I ain't fearing shit and most likely to die. Who do you got for I ain't fearing shit this week?
Pastor Gabriel. Pastor Gabriel was about to go down with the ship.
Yep, he was.
So they could be safe. I mean, I wish he had a little more fight in him because he just looks so cool with that one eye. Like the things that Karate Man was doing is the things that Pastor Gabriel looked he could do. he has the little priest outfit. That's a priest outfit, right?
Yeah.
He had a little priest outfit and all going. So, man, he was not fearing shit.
All right. Well, I think that's a good pick, and I don't disagree with it, but I rather just give it to someone different. And that's because so many people on this episode, I mean, like, everyone wasn't fearing shit. I'm thinking of all the stuff they do, and I know it's so easy for us to, like, laugh. And, like, I know I would be so scared. I wouldn't be able to do any of that stuff they do. I'd be freaking out in my boots.
I used to be like you. I used to be a scaredy cat.
I'm like, see,
fraidy cat.
I'm Pastor Gabriel when we first met him. You know?
But I done watched so many seasons, so many episodes, man. I could be out there.
I couldn't. I don't think I could. So I'm gonna give it to. I kind of want to give it to two people.
Who's the two?
Negan and Daryl. Like, for them to
go the tag team
and like literally go fight Beta. Beta would live because I'd be too scared to ever try to approach him. He's the type that you go and stab in their back and they just turn around and like take the knife out and like just keep coming at you.
I thought when he pulled the knives out his eyes, he was gonna keep coming.
Yeah, he's scary. And so, I mean, the get over, like, to attack him.
What would you name that tag team?
Of Negan and Daryl?
Negan and Daryl, yeah. What would be the name of that tag team?
They fighting.
Oh, that's a name?
I think so.
That's the best you come up with?
Yeah, I don't know. You just asked me. I don't know.
You said they fighting. I was like, yeah, but they were fighting. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What would the name be of that tag team?
Okay. I don't have another group name. I don't know. The Party Boys.
The Party Boys?
Yeah. They like to party.
Oh, man. You definitely watch WWE.
They got the people's elbow. Somebody got the rock bottom. Boom.
All right. So who's most likely to die?
All right. Most likely to die. Negan probably when Maggie see him.
Yeah. I got Negan.
You got Negan?
Yep.
Yes. I think that's a pretty good choice. And then Negan, he's a really big actor. Jeffrey D. Morgan. He might be wanting to do some other things right now. But at the same time, I feel like you get on The Walking Dead. It's like getting on Grey's Anatomy. You got a steady paycheck. Just go ahead and take it.
But you know what? The crazy part about it is when he first got on The Walking Dead, I thought he was too big for the show.
I did too.
I'm like, wow, he's not going to be here that long because he's such a big actor.
Yeah.
But then the more we see him,
now you see him as Negan.
I just think he just stayed too long.
Oh, he liked it. He was having a good time.
Because now, to me, he's going to be typecast.
Yeah, no matter what Negan was such a big character.
Yeah, it was a big character.
He won't be if he can't play anything that's similar to Negan. Because I've seen him on, what did I see him on? It was like some type of, was it Jurassic World? He was on something where he was like the bad guy and he had Negan vibes. Definitely that Negan vibesness. And I'm like, he needs to be a little bit more like Danny, when he was on Grey's Anatomy.
But I'm pretty sure if you watch Grey's Anatomy now, you're going to see Negan vibes.
No, he was definitely nothing like Negan on Grey's Anatomy. And then he was on The Good Wife. I loved him on that. So he's been a lot of stuff, but he'll just have to really change his look. And definitely can't have that same any personality that's close to that personality.
He can't have a personality.
No, he can have personality. No. He just got it. He should probably put some glasses on. Like, definitely change his look. He needs to look completely different. So I think that.
Okay.
Yeah. There's one actor that's so big, I recognize his voice. So I'm watching Ratchet on Netflix. And I'm like, I know that guy's voice.
Morgan Freeman?
No. And so, I didn't even look it up because I was just so sure. I didn't even look it up. I'm assuming that it's the guy from, but the only reason I'm bringing him up is because he stays getting jobs. The guy that played on the Daredevil, he was like the bad guy.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and he used to be on Law and Order.
Yeah.
And it's like, when I'm watching Ratchet, I'm like, that doesn't look like him. But I'm like, I know that voice. And I was like, you know what? Don't even look it up. That's him. And I didn't look it up, but I'm looking at the cast now. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I don't see him. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't see him on the list of the cast, but I have a feeling still that's him. I forgot his name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. The bad guy from Daredevil. But I think that is all we got for now, right?
That's it.
All right. Well, we will be back whenever. Oh, there's his name. I got it. Vincent D. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Vincent D'Onofrio. That guy. I recognize his voice every time. I never recognize his face. It's his voice I recognize first every time he's on something. He doesn't look familiar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But he looks so different. He can be like skinny one episode, huge guy. Like on this show, he's huge. I'm like, no, this guy ain't that big. But I'm like, that's him. It's him. So, anywho, good actor. All right. We'll be back whenever the 6+ episodes come out, or, if not, whenever they come out. I guess if it's a while from now, we'll be back for season 11. So, as always, we appreciate you guys listening. Definitely check out our Verdicts In feed. I'll post this here too, because we have been covering Lovecraft Country on HBO. All right. Until then, I'm Nicole.
Gary.